Okay, everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Fxpassion broadcasting you live on TradingView. Gane, hello. And everybody, this is Forex Trader Course 101. It's for the beginner trader, okay? And if this is your first time, everybody, what are we trying to do here? We are trying to build the three pillars of a beginner trader. Pillar number one is the strategy and or a system. Pillar number two is risk management. We're trying to understand how risk management works inside our strategy and our system. And the big one, the psychology part. We are trying to understand how psychology works in our risk management decisions and our strategy and our system. Pickles, good morning all. My internet is still throttled and glitchy, so if I miss a question, please forgive me. Sure, glad to be here and thank you so much for these instructions. Thank you, Pickles. We are trying to give back to the community, everybody, together with TradingView, what we know and what we learn to help you, okay? Carla says hello, hi, good morning, Israel. Spider, hello. The Nevis, hello. How are you? Time Freezer, hello again. And everybody, what we're trying to do, we are trying to build these three pillars with all of this stuff in here. Basic module, beginner module, intermediate, and advanced. And to remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. Okay? It's just a matter of time. So the Nevis, first time here, I'm really interested here. If this is your first time, everybody, not just the Nevis, if this is your yes, Galar, if this is your first time, everybody, please go back and watch the lesson starting from lesson number 1, what is market structure. Okay, this is a course, it's a Forex course, and today is lesson 16, everybody. So if you don't quite understand why it's happening, where it's happening, how it's happening, please go back to the lessons and watch them. Gani, me too. I did the homework yesterday. Great help. Nice to hear, Israel. Congratulations to you. How can I do that? You can go on my profile and you click on streams. You have all the streams, okay, in Portuguese and in English. And if nothing else, you can click on my profile. There is a link to the YouTube page. Okay, Danevis and everybody else. Tomorrow we are starting the Forex trading week, where we are going to implement what we have learned so far and trade. And remember, this disclaimer, these webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. And don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose, everybody. For questions and homeworks, TradingView house rules apply. You can contact me in private chat, or you have the contact, the email below the streaming video. And never forget, having 2 skills is better than 1, and having 3 skills is better than 2, especially in times of uncertainty. And trading is a learnable skill. You can learn how to make consistent profits, okay? It's not going to happen from one day to another. There is a learning curve. We are talking about years if you are a complete beginner, but in the end, this is a learnable skill. Okay, grateful in Portuguese, trying to enter in this world. I'm really motivated, but I will start from beginning. Yes, obrigado de nada. Okay, everybody, that being said, so yesterday somebody was asking for GBP/JPY. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. And lesson 16, we are going to bring all the 15 lessons together, okay? So I'm going to just go on. So in the beginning, we learned about the technical market structure, everybody. So we are going to go first on the monthly chart. And what we are going to do, we are going to drop the 2 bands on the monthly chart, right? So where is the horizontal line? So this would be the upper band. Let's color code this in red and make something like this, and the other one is down in here. Okay, those were the first lessons, and we identified that most of the pairs are, are trading and trending between those two lines on the monthly chart, because of the contracts between countries, imports and exports. The countries want to maintain stability of the purchasing power between the two currencies. Okay, and this until there is no change in the fundamentals between the two countries. Until they have the contract, they're going to respect the contract. And then we identify that the long-term view from the monthly, it's according to the two bands. So the long-term view on GBP JPY, it's up, right? This is the long-term view. And we clarified also that between, because the long-term view was here, we also clarified that in between the market can do anything it wants, what it wants, But the long-term view is up. Hello, DMW. And we also say about the GBPs a word of caution, because there is still Brexit going on, So we need to be aware about the fundamental risk that all the GBP pairs is just a speculation that they can break the bands, right? Because we don't know what is going to happen, how is going to happen, all right? And so talking about technicals, the long-term view is up, and then we learned about the wave, the market structure, So from the monthly chart, the extension is like this, and the retracement. So we have extension and retracement, everybody. Extension and retracement. So this is the leg. This would be extension, and this would be the retracement, something like this, right? And so the long-term view is still up between the two bands, and the market didn't break the structural low. Passion, this is too difficult, this is too complex. Today we are bringing the previous 15 lessons together, everybody. Okay, so if it's difficult, if it's not clear, all right, go back to the lessons, okay, and start to watch lesson number 1, what is market structure, right? So this would be one. This is the monthly chart, and we also learned that in market structure, the market wave, we are going to have extension, retracement, extension. And we learned that how we're going to identify what is an extension, what is a retracement, when the retracement is over, is that we are going to see a change in the short-term trend. Extension, retracement, extension, change colors. Okay. So for the beginner trader, everybody, GBP JPY monthly chart. What is the long-term and short-term view, everybody? Let's see if you are with me from the beginning. Let's see if you learn. So what is the long-term view and what is the short-term view on the monthly chart? Everybody, look at the chart, and what is the long-term view and what is the short-term view? The Nevis, I'm appreciating earning you. After the stream, I'm going to watch the previous ones. Sure, great. Long-term is up, yes. What about the short-term? So the long-term is the market wave, is the structure. The short-term is the short-term trend. Long up, short down, Zuelius. Are you sure, Zuelius, that short term? What is the market doing right now? Is the market making lower lows, lower highs, or is the market making higher highs, higher lows? On the monthly chart, everybody. Don't mix the time frames. What is the market doing short term? First triangle long. We are far away from triangles, Jack, but yeah, you are correct. Long up, long up. What about the short term? If I'm trading from the monthly chart as a beginner trader, should I buy this market or should I sell this market? Short, long, yes, it broke the trend line up. Oh yeah, we also learned, thank you very much, I almost forgot, we learned about trend lines, right? We learned about trend lines. So structural low, and so the trend lines, let me see, something like this, and this would be the trend line. This is the, I cannot break the wicks, everybody, this is the long-term trend line. So it's something like this, right? Let's leave it like this, everybody. If not, it's going to be too polluted, or just maybe one more, right? The downtrend line. So the market broke the downtrend line, okay? Buy, short, long. Yes, okay, everybody. So addressing just the technical aspect, okay? The long-term view is up, it's buy, it's long, and the short-term view on the monthly, it's also buy and long. Okay, is anybody here who thinks, oh no, it's not buy, it's not long, it's short? Remember, you can accept what we are teaching you, you can reject what we are teaching you. Dude, what about GBP USD? Will it go up? I cannot answer this question, Jack, because I need to analyze, you know, and the general answer is it's depend on the time frame. Okay, and I'm not a dude. Okay, I'm a little bit older than you guys, you know. I'm an old guy, everybody, you know. So we need to analyze, Jack. If you're a beginner trader, you need to learn multiple time frame trading, meaning in some time frame the same currency pair can go up, on some other time frame the same currency pair can go down. The retracement line is broken, yes sir. Jack says okay. Now on the monthly chart, everybody, if the long-term view is up and the short-term view is up, if I enter long, can I lose the trade? So if I'm going to enter right now buying on a demo account, remember these lessons are not trading or investment advice. If I'm going to buy this currency pair right now on the monthly, can I lose? Everybody, can I lose? But Jack, you're right, you know, I don't look like old, but I am, you know. Sure, you can lose, okay? Technically speaking, why? Why can I lose right now? We learned this too, everybody. Why, if I enter the market right now, I'm going long short term, why can I lose? What's the reason? DMW, yes. Values, yes. Why? What's the technical reason that I can lose short term? I will check what is going on the lower time frame. Yes, sir, but still, we learned something else, everybody, in the previous 15 lessons. If I enter right now on any time frame, I can lose. Why is that? Short retracement, exactly. Congratulations to Israel. The market, in order to move, it must wave. Extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension. And once we are in an extension, everybody, which is here. The market made a higher high. It's not closed yet. Once we're in extension, it's just a matter of time that the market is going to retrace. And this is the technical reason why, even though we as beginner traders, we analyze the market correctly, we know that the long-term view on the monthly is up. We identified that the short-term view in the monthly is up, but we can still lose because after an extension, a retracement must come. Okay, and one more time, if this is your first time and it's too complex, please go back on the streams page or YouTube and start to watch and learn. And this lesson is going to be one of those, everybody, that you should watch 2 or 3 times, not just one. Okay, did not break the last lower high. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. The lower high is here. This is the lower high, Zuelius. I'm going to show you. Okay, you have a lower high here. Okay, because it can retest the trend line. Yes, sir, this too. Well, I'm going to do that because I'm a bit lost. Sure. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody, so long-term view, short-term view. Okay, so we can enter, but what do we need to do? We need to identify a pattern and we need to put the stop loss where. We learned about how to trade market structure and we learned how to trade the short-term trends. So the stop loss, and remember these webinars are not trading advice or investment advice. So if I'm going to short the short-term trend, stop loss down here. If I'm trading the technical structure, also called the market wave, stop loss down in here. Make sense? And because the market can do anything it wants, we can still lose. It's a probability game. Below the structure, sure. Okay. So this is the monthly, and what we're going to do, everybody, we are going to do the same now on the weekly chart, and then we're going to go on the daily chart, and then we're going to go on the 4-hour chart. Let's see the weekly chart. It's all the same, or most of the currency pairs, everybody, the monthly and the weekly are quite similar. No, not the same. Similar, yes, but not the same. Okay, so market structure is the same. We have the extension and we have the up retracement, something like here, different color, right? Same question, what is the long-term view, what is the short-term view? So let's check the short-term. The smaller the time frame, the more waves we are going to have, everybody. More waves. Low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low. And then it's not completed yet. So we have also the short-term up trend line, if you want. Okay. So the same questions, everybody. What is the long-term view? What is the short-term view on the weekly? What would you say? Even entering long in the retracement cannot guarantee a win. No one knows the future. Yes, sir, exactly. Some people are going to say that they know the future. Some people say, oh, enter here and do this and do that. I don't agree with them. I would say, oh, so you have the crystal ball, right? Same thing. Long-term long, short-term long, okay. Trend line. So talking about the stop loss levels, if we would enter right now on the monthly chart and on the weekly chart, time freezer, we can expect correction. Yes, we are expecting a correction, but If this is right now and you need to go to your job or business in 30 minutes, everybody, so we learned about also some trading concepts. It's trade what you see, right? Trade what you see. So don't trade what you expect. You know, we cannot trade on expectations. What he is teaching is how to minimize risk through technical analysis. Yes, this is a part, Steven. Thank you very much. This is a part. Thank you very much. So stop loss, if we are going to trade structure down here, and if we would trade the short-term trend, we learn something different, right? Multiple time frame trading. We learn the concept cut. Let's cut our losers as soon as possible. So see that the weekly, it's not the same. So stop loss, if we are going to trade the red lines, the short-term uptrend stop loss down here. This is the stop loss level. And if you recall, everybody, on the monthly was in here. Okay, this is the correct stop loss level if you enter right now trading an extension. Okay, so monthly and weekly are okay. Let's move on the daily. Daily chart. Let's compress the chart as much as we can. Let's compress the chart as much as we can. So we have here from the monthly and weekly, we have the horizontal lines. Now, what about the market structure or the so-called market wave, right? Now, let's check what is the market doing. So we need to start from the beginning, and this is what we learned so far. You know, we had extension, retracement, and then let me see how far the market pushed up. Are those highs and lows? Yes, so the extension was until up in here. And then where is the short-term trend, highs and lows? So this is the next one, retracement, extension, retracement, short-term downtrend, not extension, extension till up in here, everybody. And we are not finished yet. Everything that you see, everybody, we learned in the previous lesson today is bringing all together. Retracement, I need to see if there is a change in the short-term trend. No, so extension in here and retracement and extension, and then the market reverse. So talking about the market wave, we don't have an up market wave, so we need to reverse. We need to reverse the market wave, and let's see. Extension, retracement. Is this a trend? High to low, high to, let me see, high to low, low. No, so this is not correct. Let's change the colors first. So blue, and this is not correct, everybody. So it would be extension, retracement. Let's see how far we're going to go. Extension, highs and lows. Yes, extension, retracement, highs and lows, extension here, and retracement. Which one is the hard high? This one. Retracement, extension, until where? Extension, retracement is not a short-term trend. Extension, do we have a short-term trend? So not yet. Extension until here. This is the extension. And then what happened? Let me see. We had an hour ago, it was retracement and extension, right? So we learned how to identify the market wave, everybody, extension, retracement, extension. Now, what is the long-term view, everybody, on the daily chart? And what is the short-term view on the daily chart? See how the things change? So let's go short-term, right? Let's go short-term. Extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension. Whoops. Out, out. So one more time. Extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension. Let's change the color to orange. Okay. So this is now the daily. Okay. Spare, hello, how are you? Israel, extension, long, long. Now let's go step by step, everybody. We learned about, not everything, but we learned some things about multiple time frame trading, right? So what is the long-term view on the daily? And what is the short-term view on the daily? And what is the general / overall direction on the daily? Okay, the smaller the time frame, the more challenging. So one more time, everybody. Question number one, what is the general overall direction on the daily? What is the long-term view on the daily? And what is the short-term view on the daily? Long, long. No. Daily long. Daily long-term short. Long-term short? Long-term short, yes sir. Time freezer, yes sir. Long-term is short. Long, long, no sir. Zuelius, general direction it's up. Long, down, short, up. Yes sir, exactly. Short-term long, yes sir. DMW general long, long-term view is long, no. Short-term is short, no. DMW general is correct, but the long-term and the short-term are in the opposite direction. Short-term is long. Bringing all together today, everybody, we learned about that. What is the general overall direction? Well, and those concepts apply to all currency pairs, everybody. The overall general direction is when we're talking about the band from the monthly chart. So the general overall direction on the daily, what is going to happen long term. In the meantime, can happen anything, right? Question number two, what is the long-term view? When we're talking about the long-term view, we are talking about the technical market structure or the technical market wave, meaning extension, retracement, extension. So the long-term view on the daily, everybody, is down. It was up, the structure, extension, retracement, extension, but then the market broke the up market wave and start falling down, making extension, retracement, extension. So in order for the daily chart, beginner traders, in order for the daily chart to change the long-term view, the long-term direction, it must break this high up in here. This is the structural high on the daily chart. Steven is due for a short retracement, but will bearish continue into a long? We don't know, right? everybody. As a beginner trader, we need to learn vocabulary. Okay. So if you ask a trader, is daily long term, long or short? The daily chart, don't mix apples with bananas, not the monthly, not the weekly, but the daily chart, the long term is still down. Oh, but the market's making higher highs, higher lows. Yes, but look at time. Beginner traders, look at time. The market was falling from January 18 to March 20. So the market was falling for 2 years. Beginner traders, the market was falling for 2 years. Okay? And now, yes, the market's making higher highs, higher lows, but all of this price action is considered short term on the daily. Don't mix apples with bananas on the daily. Okay? And as we are saying, there is no right or wrong, and you can accept what we're teaching. You can also reject, like, oh no, I'm looking at the market in a different way. It's cool. It's okay. But look at the time scale, everybody. You're going to see that the extension, the market was falling for 2 years. Okay, of course it was waving, extension, retracement, extension. And now from March 22, so, talking about time, this is short term. And talking about technicals, only and only when and if the market is going to break the structural high, then we are going to consider this market, this currency pair on the daily, to be long term. And beginner traders, remember, this is going to be the first extension. After then, a retracement must come before the next extension. Passion, this is too difficult. It's not. It's not. Today we're bringing the first 15 lessons together. If this is your first time, please go back to the streams on my profile, you have a link to the YouTube channel, and watch all the lessons 2 or 3 times, not just one, everybody. Don't be so naive that you're going to watch a lesson 1 time and that you're going to learn. Our brain cannot sustain that much information. Israel, why is that the lower high? Israel, I don't know what high you are referring, my friend. Okay. So daily chart, general overview, it's up. Long view on the daily is down, everybody. So general, let's make it smaller, right? So general overall view, it's up, like investors, investment banks or some importer or exporter is going to buy capital reserves. Now it's the time to buy the GBP compared to the Japanese yen. Okay, so long-term view, it's up. The long-term view, so the general overall, it's up. The long-term view is down. And the short-term view, it's up. We clarify this to the beginner trader. The short-term view is dependent on the short-term swings, short-term uptrend, short-term downtrend, so this market is moving up. It's making higher highs, higher lows. Why is this the one it has to break to be an uptrend? Great question. Because of the wave. Because of the wave, Israel. If this is a down wave, extension, a retracement, extension, a retracement, extension, the market must break this structural high. Make sense, Israel? Great question. In a down way, we have, we call it relevant high, relevant low, not this short-term trend, relevant high, relevant low. Not all highs and lows are relevant, everybody. Relevant high, relevant low. So if this is the market wave or structure, this market is still down. And many traders lose money here, beginner traders, because they are going to buy the market at the wrong place at the wrong time, because the market didn't break structure yet, and they are going to lose because the market is going to push down to the next extension. Soron says short and long. Yes, sir. Got it now, DMW. Okay. Everybody. So if we go long, everybody, right now on the daily chart, can we lose? This is the daily chart. Every candle, it's a day. Remember, these webinars are not trading or investment advice. So if I buy the market right now, can we lose? Yes, I have to go over the relevant lessons. Yes, sir. And we can also monitor the short-term highs and lows. So low to high to low to high to low to high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. Looks like a low, not confirmed yet, but you know, this is the market right now. So if we buy the market right now, can we lose? Sure. Right? Now, if I buy the market right now, everybody, you know, and I put my stop loss or down here, I'm buying the short-term uptrend, you know, or if I put my stop loss in here, you know, all these stops make sense, right? Those were the lessons in the previous 15 lessons. We need to learn and get mindful and increase our awareness on the losers. And when somebody was screaming, "Passion, show me how to win," I said, not yet. Before we are going to learn how to win, we need to learn how not to lose anymore, everybody. No, we take profit before previous high. Why would you take profit before the previous high? DMW. It's a tricky question. Why would you take profit before the previous high? DMW, the market's going up and up and up and up. Why would take profits before the previous high if the general overall direction is up and the short term is up? Why would you take profits before? What about now? Let's see if you learned something, DMW. No, I'm not saying that he is wrong. No, I'm just asking questions. DMW is the head of trading. I'm just a trader, and I'm asking, boss, why should we take profits before the previous high? Because I told you so. Not the answer that I was looking for. Because I told you so. Beginner traders, every stop loss level and every take profit level must make technical sense. We take profit before because it might retrace. Very good, congratulations. Yes, sir. It's not that might, it is going to retrace. It's a must. The market cannot move other way. And this is one of the big lessons for the beginner trader to understand. When the market is rallying up or down, it's not the right time to buy or to sell or enter the market, everybody. And this is a skill that we are talking about. Learning trading is a learnable skill. Most of beginner traders would see something like this. Most of beginner traders would see something like this, and something like this, and they would buy. Oh, it's an uptrend. It's an uptrend. Let's buy the market. And I watched some YouTube videos, right? And I want to have a short stop somewhere in here. Well, maybe not the best example. I should put my stop loss somewhere in here. The market is rallying, right? On the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 15-minute chart, and I would buy, and bam, I would lose. And I would say, what just happened? It was in an uptrend. The market's supposed to go up, right? This is how the market works. The market, in order to wave, it must make extension, retracement, extension, and after the extension, it must retrace. So congratulations to you, DMW. But remember, it's not that it should retrace, it's not that it could retrace, it's not that it might retrace, it must. The market, in order to wave, everybody, it must retrace. So many beginner traders would see something like this, and they would buy in here. And the entry, it's easy, but because they are going to have the stop loss maybe in the wrong place, tomorrow is Friday, non-farm payroll, and the Japanese yen, it's reacting to the non-farm payroll, Beginner traders, everybody, will lose because not of the entry, because of the wrong stop loss level. But don't worry, we are going to learn all of this. Okay, what's the time? Great, 10 more minutes. So daily, general, overall, it's up. Long term is down because of the market structure, down market wave, and the short term view on the daily, it's up. And we learned about the 2 time frames, the confirmation time frame and the trading time frame. So we are going to analyze the 2 hour chart today. So this is the daily. This is the daily. Okay. And everybody, what is the daily telling you? To go long or short? This is the daily chart, and we learned about the confirmation time frame and the trading time frame. This is the daily chart. What is the daily chart telling you? What to do on the 1 hour chart, what to do on the 2 hour chart, what to do on the 4 hour chart. This may be a stupid question. Steven, there are no stupid questions, believe me. But how do you enable that drawing tool you are using? Which one? Which one, Steven? The trend line, the polyline, ellipse, path, highlighter. Long maybe, but I would short it. Why would you short it if it's long? Maybe long. That one you are dragging. Highlighter, well, it's, I'm not sure. Let me see. Steven, all the tools are here on the left. See? And trend line tools, again, geometric shapes, text, annotation. Okay, all of them are here. You just need to find them. So daily chart, everybody. What is the daily telling you what to do on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? Long. long. Anybody else? What is the daily telling you what to do? Talking about probabilities, if we enter in the market right now on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, where is the greatest chance of success? To go long or to go short? Where is the greatest chance of success? It's telling us that it's going up at the moment. Trade what you see. What is the confirmation from the daily? Everybody. Trade what you see. What is the confirmation from the daily? Everybody. We are going to learn how to understand candlestick formations. Up, 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 long. Long, long, the weekly. The answer is, everybody, no, 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 no. Just broke the trend line. No, sir. Beginner traders, we learned about this. We're going to learn more. This is the daily candle, and this candle, it's moving right now. Okay? This candle, it's moving right now, and because it's not closed yet, we cannot consider this candle in order to make our decision. You know, just broke the trend line. It didn't. It's not closed yet. This candle is like this right now. Maybe at the end of the day is going to be something like this. And because the higher time frame controls price movement and market direction on the smaller time frame, before we enter on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, is the previous candle that matters. This one. This is a closed candle. Okay? Huge. I mean, it's not a mistake. You know, this is education. But many traders, you know, beginners, they don't have this kind of education. And they would base the entry on the daily. But do you see this candle, everybody in here? Where is the poly line? Do you see this candle in here, everybody? This candle in here? This candle, in some point in time, and something is happening in the market. My dogs are getting crazy. This candle, in some point in time, everybody, was up. It was complete bullish. And if you would enter, everybody, buying this candle on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart in here, or you would buy in here, or you would buy in here, what would happen at the end of the day? What would happen at the end of the day if you would buy this candle like this? It's not closed yet. Stephen, so you base it off the previous candles as it's set in stone? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The higher time frame controls the smaller time frame. Those principles and concepts we learned in the previous lesson. So this is the candle, and it's kind of indecision. It's bearish. So moving on to the 4 hour chart, you know, and compress the chart. We're going to do the same basically, right? Let's go on the 2 hour chart and compress the chart, everybody. So we're going to have the same questions. What is the long-term view? So extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension. What is the long-term view and what is the short-term view on the 4 hour chart? See, everybody, the smaller the time frame, the more challenging it gets. Short-term view, long-term view. Let's make this red. Everybody, what is the long-term view and what is the short-term view? And how would you enter this market right now? And remember, these webinars are not trading or investment advice, everybody. And of course, we learn to how to use trend lines, right? So trend line, up trend line. So TradingView, everybody, has a great feature. You can go here and you can click on drawings and you can go on the daily chart. You can go on the daily chart and you can draw an up trend line from the beginning. And this up trend line is going to appear on the 4-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame, 2-hour time frame. Because sometimes we don't have visual, right, on the smaller time frames. So where is the long term? Let me see. Let's go on the from 2-hour chart. We're going to push to the 4-hour chart. Compress. I cannot see. Oh, it's the same. Okay, great. It's the same, right? So 2-hour chart, everybody. What is the long-term view? What is the short-term view of the market? And lastly, we explained, everybody, before we finish for today, we explained that this is the why you can have 2 different traders and somebody is going to go long in here and somebody else is going to short the market in exactly the same place. Because you can enter the market from the long-term view and you can enter the market from the short-term view. I would short it. Great. What are you shorting? Steven, what are you shorting? Are you shorting the short-term downtrend or are you shorting what? I have 2 dogs, everybody. Ichi and Fibo. You know, Ichi from Ichimoku and Fibo from Fibonacci. And when they're crazy, something is happening in the market. Long-term long, short-term short. Retrace the trend line. Well, is short-term still short? Everybody, is short-term really still short? Remember, the smaller the time frame, the more challenging it gets, because the short-term view changes quickly, right? Is it really short-term? Steven and BMW, you are the head of trading, and I'm just a trader. I'm asking, boss, how is possible that it's short-term short if the market just made a higher high? Hello, Neko, how are you? Everybody, I'm sorry, we need to finish for today. Okay, I need to go. So today is Thursday, next level number 3 for you, everybody. We talked about yesterday on the next level number 2 and previously on the next level number 1. Next level number 3, if you would prefer coaching or mentorship instead of a course or private lessons, you can ask for it. We will talk about the specific needs and goals and I will show you the way, but you must do the work. Okay, strict rules apply on coaching or mentorship, and I don't have time to babysit you. And no, I'm not arrogant. I just simply don't have time, everybody. You know, I can babysit you in the course or private lessons, but talking about coaching, it's like a sports coach, you know, like in sports. Okay, I'm going to show you the way, but you must do the work. And you are responsible for your own success. Okay, everybody, our time is up. Tomorrow we're going to start with the Forex trading week. We are going to implement those lessons, okay, into trading. We are going to trade the market on a demo account. And let's see what we are teaching you. If it works, you know, maybe it doesn't work, who knows, right? So until tomorrow, everybody, stay strong and trade with passion. This is Fxpassion signing off.